All right, joining us live on the program is Sunil Gavaskar. Sunil just set up this encounter for us, a mouth-watering encounter, I might add. Let's start with the Chennai Super Kings, four-time champions, all right. But what do you think are their strengths this season? Because they'll need to pull out all of those if they have to go past defending champions in Gujarat.
Their key strength, obviously, is obviously going to be playing at home. They're playing at Chennai, so there's going to be massive home support. But they've got an opening combination which is very, very good. In Shivam Dubey, they've found somebody batting at number 4 who can really propel the innings. And then, of course, at number 6 or 7, their skipper, the iconic MS Dhoni, comes in and strikes at about 200. So that is their key as far as their batting is concerned. They've got a bit of depth there. And in the bowling as well, their bowlers are doing well. They've been able to keep the opposition in control. They have very seldom conceded more than 200 runs this season. And on a pitch where there will be a little bit of turn, somebody like Jadeja and Moeen Ali are not going to be easy to play.
Okay, let's turn our attention to Gujarat Titans now. On paper, it doesn't look like an intimidating team, but that's exactly what we said about this team last time around as well, and then they went on to win the title. This time too, a similar sort of a situation they find themselves in, where everyone has chipped in at some occasion or the other. What do you think are Gujarat's strengths this season? Strengths that have also helped them beat Chennai earlier in the season?
Well, their strength is the fact that they seem to be able to find a way out of any kind of situation. They did that last year. They've shown as recently as the last league game, the 70th match, where they were chasing almost 200, and they got there in the final over, but never seemed to be in any real trouble. So they seem to be able to find a player to rise to the occasion. And so therefore the man of the match awards have been pretty much distributed. There's Rashid Khan with his bowling at times. There's Hardik Pandya, the skipper. There's Shubman Gill, who's been in outstanding form. So they've again got players, who have put their hand up when needed. And of course, the fact that they're defending champions, the fact that they were 3 points ahead of CSK on the points table will mean that they go in with loads of confidence.
All right, Sunil, stay on with us. Plenty more to talk to you about as we're building up to first qualifier of IPL 2023. But let's now take you live to Chennai, because that's where all the action is. In a short while from now, you'll have the toss and then the two teams coming out. Manoj Dimri, our correspondent, joins us live from Chennai at the moment. Manoj, you're in ground zero at the moment. Tell us what you see around you. I can take a guess. It must be a sea of yellow everywhere that you see, considering it's a home game for Chennai Super Kings. The tough job for you would be to find a Gujarat Titans jersey today.
Yes, absolutely, Nikhil, and it's been 4.5 hours I'm here, and I've just seen 4 Gujarat Titans fans and 4 jerseys. It's just about one name, one number, MS Dhoni and number 7. You can see, and it's very difficult to get hold of the fans because everyone wants to get in and get the first glimpse of MS Dhoni entering the stadium, as it has been the case so far in the tournament. So I will ask them, see, everyone is eager to watch Dhoni, and they are saying no chance for Gujarat.
Yeah, only for today. Definitely CSK is going to win, and we will be seeing CSK again in the finals, and hope that CSK will win the 5th trophy this time.
But the way Gujarat has been performing, do you think it is the toughest competition among all the teams which are there in the playoffs for Chennai Super Kings?
Yes, definitely. Gujarat is a very tough side, but if you look the past record, they have won 3-0 against Chennai, but all of those matches they have won in the last over itself. So I think Chennai would be having a slight edge today, and they will cross the line definitely.
And yes. Gujarat is the strongest team, but we have the most powerful captain, and he can do anything. If we are winning the toss, we are winning this match. And even if we are losing the toss, for sure, we will be defending the score easily.
So the best captain, but there is suspense over him, whether he will play, whether he won't play, and if Chennai Super Kings, whether they win or lose, it could be his last game if he's not playing the next season.
That's why it is getting bigger and bigger this year. But we are very sure he's going to win the cup and he's going to come back next year and going to play a great knock.
So you can see it, Nikhil, everyone is optimistic and they are saying no chance for Gujarat. And one thing is very common to all the fans, they are very optimistic as well. Someone who was not like in other franchises, he hasn't performed, but in absolute super.
All right, Manoj, thank you so much for those lovely visuals that we get to see right outside the Chepauk Stadium. All you can see is a sea of yellow fans turning up to catch a glimpse of MS Dhoni. And as Manoj was telling us there, very tough to catch hold of any fan because they all want to rush inside the stadium, catch the first glimpse of their captain because he's going to be coming out very soon for the toss. And the toss is going to be very, very crucial. Remember, teams that have been chasing at Chepauk tend to do well. We've seen that in this season too. Sunil Gavaskar still with us. We saw, as we've been seeing across stadiums here in this season of the IPL, everyone coming out to watch MS Dhoni. But we don't know whether this is his last season or not because all we've got mixed signals for him. Some places he's been seen taking a lap of honor, an indicator that this could be the last season. But some occasions he's come out and said no. What makes you think this is our last season?
Yes, makes signs for sure. It's very difficult to read his mind, and that's how good captains generally are. Because the good captains are always keeping the opposition guessing. So that's what good captains are all about. So we don't know what he's got in his mind. With the new impact player rule coming into play, there's always a possibility that he might do that. He might use that impact player rule just to come in and bat a little bit, maybe not even come in to keep wickets. Maybe he might give the wicket-keeping job to somebody and then captain the side as a fielder. These things can happen. But we all have loved watching him over the years, and we all want him to go on. But we also want him to go out on a high, on a real high, not necessarily with CSK winning, but that would be the ultimate high, of course. But maybe where he himself is at his highest powers, hitting the ball into the stands and giving us the delight that he's always given us.
Right. So there's no point debating this. He is clearly the most loved cricketer that we've seen in the IPL, in the history of the IPL. But the flavor of this season is not just MS Dhoni. It's been Shubman Gill, outstanding. He's continuing that form that he showed for the Indian team in the IPL too. And here's my $1 million question to you. How does one stop Shubman Gill from scoring runs?
He is unstoppable at the moment. The way he's batting, it has got to be where I don't think there is a bowler who can get him out at the moment. And it will be probably only his mistake. Maybe if he, overdoes something, that will get him out. It'll have to be a real wonderful delivery to get him out, or an over ambitious shot that will get him out. But he looks unstoppable at the moment.
Okay, unstoppable. That's what Shubman Gill has been looking. In fact, it's his 100 that denied Virat Kohli and RCB a chance to make it to the playoff. All right, Sunny Gavaskar still with us on the show. Sunny bhai, we've picked 5 of the best matches that we thought out of the 70 that we witnessed. If you were to pick one match that really stands out for you this IPL?
For me, the standout match would be where Rinku Singh hit those 5 sixes. I wasn't present there, but I saw what he did. 5 sixes in the last over with 31 needed to win, take something special. So for me, that was the standout match.
Okay, finally, Zaiva, before we let you go, and this is again a very tough question. At the start, you had said both teams evenly matched today in Gujarat and Chennai Super Kings. But if you had to pick a winner tonight, who are you going with?
I pick my pick because of the home advantage, because of the familiarity, with CSK, but not by much. I would say 50.5 against 49.5 out of 100.
Okay, that's as close as it can get. Even in his prediction, as Saibai points out, very, very tough to pick a winner. One is a team in red hot form, the best team of the league, that's Gujarat. And on the other, you have Chennai Super Kings. That's the second most successful team in IPL history, and also a team that would be playing at home. Best of luck picking who's going to win this evening.